Hi guys, so today I am with Evan Edinger.
Me.
Enthralling, thank you. To make a video that I really wanted to make for a long time called It's Okay to Be Not Okay. Which is just a thing that I feel like the world should need to know. Really, should need to know? Needs to know, okay? Yes, good. So this video was born out of, I was once talking to a girl who said to me that when she looks at me talking openly about the fact that I have difficult days sometimes, quite frequently, and she looks at me as someone who she thinks is kind of inspirational or someone to look up to or someone who's doing good things with their life, it makes her feel less weird and less alone and less kind of freaky and outcasty because I'm somebody who is going to do things that she thinks are good, who also is battling the problems of life. And so that's sort of like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I feel like that's why everyone loves Dodie so much, because she's so honest with everything she's going through, and it makes
and at
people
the same time
feel,
succeeding immensely.
Yeah, and it makes people feel like if she's doing well and she's able to battle all of her like inner demons and still make some banging tracks, you know what I'm saying, then there's hope for anyone, you know?
Like, I always feel like that. And actually, I'm much more bad than I let on sometimes. Like, I've had the entirety of this week. So last week, I was filming Arthur Braxton, and then the entirety of this week, I was just like, I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm gonna fail. I'm rubbish. Everything's awful. I didn't really share that. And maybe I should, but I also don't, I'm scared of feeling monotonous and droning on about, oh, my day is rubbish, blah, blah, blah. And I suppose that is, while it's not on the same level and the person watching this might not be a YouTuber, you have that fear with your friends or with your family.
You only want to see the best of things. So you go on Instagram to see people in bikinis on a beautiful island having a great time after the 20th photo that they finally were able to upload after it's the perfect angle. You don't want to see someone saying, I'm upset.
Exactly.
It's like I saw a short film on YouTube once about social media and how this person, you know, was really depressed, and he was like, kept posting he's having a good day, and he was like drinking coffee with friends even though he wasn't, and he was getting all these likes, and then at the end he was like, realized, I want to be honest, and he posted having a bad day, and it ends with people just going, unfriend.
Oh.
And like that is the feeling of it, of like you get scared to be honest, because once you do, people are like, oh, I didn't sign up for that, I just want to see this fake life you have.
It's so easy for you to open like Instagram or Twitter or something and scroll down this feed of like the 100 people you follow and go, oh, my life's rubbish because...
I only started feeling that recently.
Yeah.
I started following more and more attractive people that I was like, darn.
I
feel
darn
bad. Because these people are much more attractive.
But I think the reality there is you have to remember that, say you follow 30 people, right? Those 30 people only have to have one amazing day a month for you to then see an amazing thing every single day of your life and feel inadequate and insecure. And actually you don't follow 30 people, you follow 100 people or 200 people, and if as long as like 3 of them have an amazing day, then you've got every single day of your life going, oh, I'm having an amazing day, and you're like, oh, I'm just sat in my house.
Do you feel like social media is definitely like making it this way?
It's like an echo chamber of perfection.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
Everyone's faking it. No one is really as happy as they portray on social media, or basically nobody. Jesse has asked, how do you gradually become okay with yourself? Are you okay with yourself?
Yeah, I'm okay with myself.
That's good.
You just have to like find things you like about yourself, things that other people like about you, and embrace them. It's kind of weird because if you talk about it, it almost makes you feel like you're bragging or arrogant.
Arrogant, yeah.
The other day, when I was just going through the airport and I was chatting with the check-in woman and the security guard, and I realized that with most everyone, even if they're strangers that I get in a conversation with, I'm able to make them chuckle or laugh a bit. And it made me feel really good about myself, because I was like, that's one positive quality.
And you tweeted about that. You tweeted like, I like that I'm able to make people laugh.
It made me feel weird at first, because I was scared that if I tweet that, people go, oh, Evan's up his own butt, he thinks he's so funny. No, it's just, that is one quality that I know I have, that I'm proud of, is that I can make people laugh.
Yeah, I think definitely really trying to focus on stuff that you are good at or enjoy. And then trying to do more of that, even though it's really hard sometimes, and try and isolate and cut out the things that you know make you not happy. And I know that's really hard. Like it's taken me years to try and cut things out of my life that don't work for me. But I think that if you can try and isolate things and also focus on the stuff that you're either good at or enjoy, and you might think that you aren't good at anything, or you might think that you don't enjoy anything, but you will find something eventually, and then really try and make that your life.
It is really, really difficult to find yourself though, especially when you're growing up, because you don't know. People are always like, just be yourself. And you're like, who is that?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
What are your biggest insecurities that you've managed to love? Like things you've actually turned around and been like, I actually like that now.
Oh, I haven't turned them all around. They're all bad.
Have you turned around any of them?
No, they're all bad. I cannot embrace the fact that I feel alone. I can't use that in a good way.
See, I have. Like, I've sort of, this is going to be really sad and rubbish, but I've kind of looked at my life and gone, I think I'm probably always going to feel like this. I don't think I'm ever going to magically become that. And so I kind of looked at it and gone, I'm kind of all right that I'm always going to be like this. And I'll just focus on having the good times and using that to drive me into being more focusing on work or focusing on doing stuff and achieving things. And then eventually I'll have a family and that'll be lovely and that will be also great. But yeah, I've sort of identified the fact that I feel like I'm probably always going to be the way my brain works and learn to sort of love that. Now that doesn't always work and I do have the weeks like the week I've just had where I'm like, I hate me.
Not a question, but you're amazing. Good point.
Thanks.
How do you both deal with bad mental health days? I personally just need to do nothing sometimes because I focus so much on being productive, on doing a lot of things, on traveling a lot, on editing a lot, on getting a lot done in my house. But when I'm having a bad mental health day, I honestly just need to take time and just play a video game a lot or watch a movie that I haven't seen, mostly play video games a lot. Because that is able to get my mind off of what's going on and just relax for a bit. And even though in my mind it's like, you're wasting your time, it's like, no, I'm letting myself relax a bit and taking a break because I need a break.
Yeah, I do a similar thing, but I kind of suck at it at the same time. Like at the moment in my life, whenever I take a break, I feel like I'm wasting my life. And that's a really big...
It took me ages to fix that.
Yeah, it's this big background thing in my head of just going, you're wasting your life, you're wasting your life. It's horrible. Most of this week, I've been sat at my computer trying to do stuff and failing.
I find you get distracted a lot. Every time I look in your room, you're like watching some video.
Yeah, and you're right. And that sometimes I spend the whole day just doing nothing, trying to get stuff done.
And at the end of the day, I'm like, what have I done today? I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I watched that funny video on YouTube. Oh, and then I watched that thing on Twitter. And then I did that. And you're like, oh, I've wasted my time. And
so actually you might be better. For me, sometimes it's better just completely break that cycle and go and hang out with a friend for half the day and then spend the other half of the day getting something done. But what I've also started doing, which is kind of good, kind of bad, is that I've justified my time when I'm not doing stuff by going, oh, I'm giving my brain a rest so that when I do work, but that's still bad because I'm still going, I'm having a good time refreshing my brain for work. That's not like, then I'm not actually properly switching off.
You do need to set aside the time.
I mean, part of it is just forcing myself to go see people or hang out with people. And the other half of it is trying to preempt the idea that I am going to have a bad day or a bad week and then arrange stuff to pull me out of that before I get there, or that if I get there, I've organised to see this friend, so I have to go. Yeah. And I have no choice, really, because I'm not going to let that friend down. So to finalise this, Eva's asked, how to be genuinely happy? Like, do you think there's a way to actually find peace in life?
Famous, BJ Paul.
Get 200 million subs on YouTube.
Every day, bro. Cats?
Cats. I had this thought the other day that I tweeted that was just, there are so many cats just doing stuff all around the world, and that made me so happy because I was just like, they don't have any cares. They're just like, everyone's doing stuff, all the people are doing stuff, but they're doing stuff to get money or to do their, like, but all the cats are just doing stuff for no reason, and I love that. Anyway,
I feel like if you have a family that you've made, like if I have 2 kids and a wife, and like these people rely on me and I rely on them, I have such a purpose. I have such a strong purpose. Like my kids need me to exist almost. And so for me, I feel like in the long haul, that is a way for me to get happiness, is to raise these kids up to be good, smart kids.
That's true, but there's lots of parents with depression.
Yes, that's true. I know that. But me, that's just in my eyes.
For you, yeah. I think that's definitely a way to find purpose, at least. For me, I think that I've become not necessarily happier, but more content in myself just by looking at stuff like exactly what you said as a joke at the start, looking at like fame and money and all these things and actually going, those things that I'm chasing are not going to make me happy. And the things that are going to make me happy is having a nice support group of friends. Because I think, especially in YouTube, it can be very much like you forget to have real friends. You just have YouTube friends who are real friends. Like, I'm not saying I do like you very much, but that's my point, is that you can forget to have, like, focus on friends who just like you for you and not because you brought you were brought together by YouTube.
Yeah.
Have friends who you look at it and go, if both of us closed our YouTube accounts tomorrow, we'd still be friends.
Yeah.
And so that is sort of a metaphor for everyone else's life of just make sure that you have friends who really
You'd be friends with even if you weren't at school with them, or if you weren't at the same job as them.
Like you really, really care about. That's like a support network.
Not acquaintances.
Don't focus on things that aren't actually going to make you happy. Like getting a cool, really high-paying job is not going to just instantly make you happy. There are plenty of depressed lawyers, doctors, all sorts of things. And still focus towards doing those things if that's what you want to do, but do it because you want to do it, not because, oh, I've been told if I get this degree, then I'll get this job and then I'll be fulfilled in life.
I just think if you're working a job that you enjoy and you're doing a service and you're able to see people like happy because of what you do, that's such an easy way to get happiness as well. Like, you're doing that every day, it's the majority of your life, and it's great.
One of the questions we got asked quite a lot was about anxiety, and we've done a video on Evan's channel about anxiety. If you'd like to click his face here to watch that, I think that'll be really helpful for anyone and everyone, even if you don't go through that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new, and leave some questions in the comments below in case we decide to follow up with a different video. Okay, thanks a lot. See you later. Goodbye, snazzaroos.
Get well. Stay well.